Hello and welcome to the Home Business Radio Network. I'm your host, Melanie Militix, coming to you from beautiful sunny Florida. And today we're going to talk about a concept that I read in Success Magazine from Darren Hardy just a few short weeks ago, but has been literally circling around my head since then as being incredibly applicable to our lives and to your life as well. And essentially it was in the opening, he talked about the franchise player. So I think it's probably easiest to kind of open this by reading this to you so I can give you the background and just a part of it. It says, last year I read Tom Rath's book, Wellbeing, The 5 Essential Elements. Tom explains that true well-being encompasses your professional life, that is, liking what you do every day, your social life, having a positive relationships and love, your finances, physical fitness and health, and community involvement. Now, thinking about the franchise player, that is the player that the entire team essentially hinges their season on, he started masterminding the different ways that the team owner could actually keep that player, the franchise player's job, fun, challenging, and enjoyable. And then ways to ensure that he was hanging out only with the people who were supportive. That sounds familiar, right? Loving and positively reinforcing. Certainly, he would hire the best and most trusted financial advisors, and every aspect of his physical health, nutrition, training, and rehabilitation would be managed and monitored by a team of world-class trainers. Then, to complete the well-being management, I would be sure that he was actively involved with charitable endeavors to make sure he gained a sense of his higher purpose and felt the fulfillment of contribution. Okay, so this is him describing how you would take care of this franchise player. Then he goes to say, you know what? I am a franchise player. You are a franchise player. And as network marketers, most of us start not as business people. And maybe that's an generalization. But I do believe that the majority of people who get started in network marketing get started and they do not have a business background. Some do, some have success in different industries before they come to network marketing. But heck, if the majority of us were, moms, dads, teachers, accountants, you get the idea, then you're coming to this from not necessarily a business background, and not necessarily a management background, and not necessarily any kind of idea of what this franchise player would have in terms of keeping his life in balance and living a life to its fullest. So if you are a network marketer and you are essentially designing your life by design, why wouldn't you follow this pattern for your own life? Why wouldn't you make sure that each aspect of this is completely fulfilled? You see, if you are in control of your own destiny and your own life, if you get to the point with your network marketing business that your life is your own, then why would you neglect any part of this? And I'm asking you that because it's a very deep, it's a real question. Because essentially you are actually taking something that your true self deserves to experience. Okay? So I'm gonna give you those things again because I want you to think about them. Which of these things are you neglecting? Because man, I can see them and I know which ones need some attention. Okay? So what have we got? You've got hanging out with people who are supportive, loving, and positively reinforcing. Okay? Trusted, best financial advisors. Every aspect of your physical health, nutrition, and training, rehabilitation managed. Then, charitable endeavors to make sure that the higher purpose is fulfilled. Okay, so which parts of this are you missing? I would venture to say, based on what we see, that many of us are neglecting this part. It says health, nutrition, and training, right? And rehabilitation, which is, well, what's that? That's sleep for us, right? Okay. Well, why do I say that? Because, well, if you look around in our society, you see that many people are not living at their full vital selves. And I don't care whether you think it's good, bad, ugly, judgmental, or whatever. The fact is, the person who is at their most vital self will be more successful. They will be more successful not only because they are better able to handle the stress and the requirements of being a successful business person if you are healthy, but also because that initial meeting, that 10 seconds, that first 10 seconds when you meet somebody is everything. And they will make a judgment on you and whether or not they like you and trust you in that first 10 seconds. And you want that first 10 seconds to be incredibly powerful. You want them to see a healthy, vibrant human being. So what am I talking about? And why am I know that many people strive and work themselves so hard because they feel like they must spend all of that time to make the wealth or the money, right? Maybe it's just to get by right now because our economy is what it is. But that striving at the expense of your health gets nobody anything. If you started your home-based business with the dream and the hope of having a better life for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, then you owe it to them to also have the best of health, not only in yourself, but in them. So what do we do then to make sure that those parts of our life are taken care of? That we, the franchise player of our household, right, the CEO of our home, how do we make sure that our lives are in balance and that we are healthy? And yes, it really is that important. Well, I'm going to give you a structure for your day. How's that? Because it is something that must be put into the calendar. If you don't put it on your calendar, it doesn't get done. And if you don't have a paper calendar, go get one so that you can put it on your paper calendar. Because everything that I'm going to lay out is super simple. But until it's made habit, it won't be part of your life. And you'll be living, you live less than a vital existence. And man, you can collect all the wealth in the world that you want, but we all know what? You can't, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So, simple things, but incredibly important. Take the time. Take the time for yourself. Make sure that you are eating well. It's such a simple thing, but it is so overlooked. You are now, let's say now, you are a home-based entrepreneur. What do you have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Is it healthier than the options that you used to have when you were, having to rush about and eating on the fly? It should be. And if it's not, then make that shift now. I'm not going to go into what makes a healthy diet up. I think we have plenty of information on that in the world. I will say more fruits and vegetables and healthy protein and you'll be awesome, right? So let's just put it that way. But the bottom line is eat well. And you know what? Make it a goal, if it is your goal, to have a personal chef someday. Why wouldn't you? If you have a problem with cooking healthy or knowing what healthy is, well then make it a goal to make lots and lots of money so that you can have a personal chef. I say go for it. It's a very worthy goal. It is a goal that will help you to live long and prosper, right? The second thing is move. Do exercise every day. Our human bodies are not meant to sit about. And they are certainly not meant to sit about in front of a computer, on the phone, typing away, stressing away. There are so many studies that will show you the amount of the stress that is happening in your body in just the position of work. Make it a regular practice to get up and move. what we did, it's maybe a bit, extreme. I don't think it's extreme at all. It's a perfect solution. We have an elliptical so that when I'm on the phone with a prospect or on the phone with a business partner, I can literally hop on the elliptical. I have no reason to sit. Okay? Why? Because I sit a lot. Because I work. Okay? Sitting all day and working is not good for your body. Then, of course, we work in the exercise, the regular workout. It is scheduled into the day. And sleep. Again, I can relate. And I'm telling you this because I've been there and I've done it. Working till all hours of the night and not getting the sleep that your body needs does you no good. You think you're getting ahead. You think you're going to earn a few dollars more if you keep marketing into the wee hours. But I promise you, there is some kind of a wonderful, magical truth to when you stop striving and you let your body do what it's meant to do, and you live your life in balance. You will make more money. It will flow to you. So get your sleep. I call it pumpkin time, midnight. Gotta be out of there. No more working, unless it's with people in Hawaii, right? But it is absolutely imperative. You have to have your own pumpkin time. They say we need at least 7 hours sleep. And if we're not getting 7 hours sleep, then we're essentially missing out on the sleep that we need. 95% of people need at least 7 hours sleep. So if you aren't getting enough sleep, that's the number one thing you can do right now to change your life. Literally, change your life. Now, how is all this really related to success in network marketing? It's 100% related. If you started your network marketing business to live a life by design, to have freedom, fun, travel to beautiful places, help people along the way, how else are you going to do all that if you aren't in the peak of health and feeling incredible? So make it part of your life. Make it part of your lifestyle. Be the CEO. Be your own franchise player. Surround yourself with wonderful people. Get some great financial advisors. Exercise. Monitor your nutrition, right? And then find yourself something charitable to do. I love that one. So that your true full purpose is fulfilled. Because honestly, if you're not doing all that, then we are missing a big aspect of what we could have in this life and where we are. I don't think that we're meant to work our fingers to the bone and strive to all ends. I just know that that's not where we're supposed to be as people. So I hope that you will take this to heart. And I hope that you will not take offense. I'm going to tell you again, eat well, exercise, and get some sleep. All right, my friends. With that, this is Melanie Militix. I am your host on the Home Business Radio Network. You can find me on the web at melaniemilitix.com. I want you to click on that tab. Leave me feedback. Give me some questions. Tell me something you'd love to hear me cover on the next show. And until next time, you've gotta dream big.